everyone, welcome to the Starcaster channel and welcome to my universe. Yeah, so let us begin. Alright, so I know I haven't been on here, this YouTube channel, in a while, but that's because I have a life and, you know, dyeing hair takes years, so. Also, don't mind the fact that my face is lighter than my actual skin. I'm really trying my best to look like a geisha. The topic that I'm going to talk about today is relationships, because like most YouTubers, if you talk about a relationship, everybody's gonna swarm their ass in to see if they can relate. So, a lot of people know, my personal life, that I'm single, and that's a good thing, because in the past, I've dated a person particularly for 6 years. Just saying. I dated that person for 6 years without my parents knowing, cause I'm a thug like that. Oh god, I need to stop fucking talking. We broke up, and then unfortunately, instead of remaining single, I had the problem with monogamy, or I don't know what it's called, and you just go straight into another relationship right after, which, by the way, isn't a good thing, especially for you as a person. Now, for some people, it helps them. It copes with the last one and, you know, gives you the instant feeling that I can start over, but at the same time, you can't really do that, because wouldn't that consider using that other person as a rebound for trying to get over the other one? I realized that I kind of was using the last guy as a rebound, and that was not good and unfair to him. So yeah, you know. So to anyone who's single, raise your hand if you're single. Let's see. There's like a couple. Okay, it's okay. We'll find somebody. Okay. When it comes to the word single, we always feel kind of negative towards it, because it feels like you're never going to find a person that would understand you as a human being. But then again, when you see couples as you're a single person, you kind of hate them, but that's not good either way, because you're envious. You're envious because you don't know how to sustain a healthy relationship, or you just don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. So let's discuss that, right? If you chose to be single because you want to figure out who it is that you are and what it is that you want mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, even from another partner, but you still need to self-discover yourself, that's totally fine. That's basically what I'm trying to do as well, right? However, despite you being proud of yourself for being single like myself, there are times where I wish I could have a person whom I could rely on, as well as intimately love and show them how much I'm so happy knowing that they exist. If you know what I mean. I fucked up that entire sentence. But if you get what I'm saying, is that you wish that you had a person that you could intimately tell and love and, you know, give your emotions to, you receive emotions back, like that healthy relationship shit, right? Like, you want that. But unfortunately, there are things about ourselves that we're not too proud of, that once we reveal in a relationship, some people might find that, you know, comedic, but at the same time it's not good, because that only causes tension later on, especially if you want to expand, right? So when it comes to a relationship, there's only two options. One, you break up, or you get married. And unfortunately, sometimes the cases are to break up, but fortunately, there are times where the situation goes to get married. But then there are those relationships that, you know, you don't really need to get married. Just the fact that you're both in each other's company is good enough. But I think the reason why there are some issues with relationships nowadays, especially in modern time, is that people have this expectation of putting on labels. So if you're single and let's say you date a couple people, you're not necessarily dating those people, you're just doing some stuff with. But the question is, what the fuck do you call that? I had something similar like that. Hopefully family's not watching this video. But I didn't know what the hell to call it, because it was so confusing. I mean, the conversation just went to, oh, let's flirt around and hang out and do some dates, but then we do bow chicka wow, and then I'm just like, this is not what I want. And they knew that, and then I told them about it, and they're just like, it's cool, we'll just be friends. And I'm like, all right, cool, that's awesome. But at the same time, it's like, damn, what was going on then? What was that? Is it just like what would you call that? I can't call that dating, and I can't call that anything else but just thing. But I don't know what to call it. But there's the terminologies that we've heard in, you know, this urban age is that there is a fuck buddy, a cuddle buddy, person that you do things with, like casual partner relationship thing. And then there's people that have short-term dating or long-term dating and, you know, literally just want to be friends. These are like the type of titles that we're forced to constrict ourselves in and have expectations that whoever we go out with, we just accept or assume that it's going to be either a long-term or a short-term or just casual. And some people have that problem. I recently talked to a person who told me that he went on a date with a girl, and unfortunately he didn't know what she wanted and she didn't know what he wanted, and the conversation just ended up as a huge misunderstanding. And I think he took it the wrong way and she took it the wrong way, and thus equally not liking each other anymore, and just have these words that would consider them as that person's a bitch or that person is an asshole, when in reality it's both of your faults because you didn't make it clear in the beginning. And people are shy when they talk about that stuff. And when you go out to meet a person, you kind of need to, place out what it is that you want. Because if you just assume and just say that, we're gonna hook up and stuff and that's about it, they're gonna think you're an asshole, but that's literally what it is. And sometimes you should just say it. You shouldn't just hide behind, closed doors and just say, I think I'm gonna keep going with you, but deep down I don't feel that way. Don't force yourself into pretending, thinking that you're going to go through it because maybe something good will happen in the end, when in reality you're gonna feel like shit and sad and not feel content at all. I recently self-discovered this thing when, other situation I talked about. I didn't feel happy, but I didn't feel sad either. Oh my god, that's filthy Frank. Oh my god, I didn't say that out loud, did I? I felt more like it's a chore. Like I had to be there because they asked me to, but that's it. I don't feel anything, like I'm just hanging out with a person, I'm just chill with them. But it's not fair, because I don't want to be seen as a brick wall, but it feels like that. It feels like you're just carrying weight around you just to hang out and chill for a bit, do some funky stuff with, but to what extent? That thing has no feeling. And that's me, I don't have that feeling. And so I have to tell that person that, listen, I don't feel anything, unfortunately. And it's literally me. I don't want to use that term. It's not you, it's me. It's just that it literally is. I just don't feel happy and I don't feel sad. It's not your fault either. I just can't keep pretending that I have feelings and thinking that I do and forcing myself thinking I might, when in reality, if the now says no, just listen to it. So the people that are watching this video, I'm pretty sure you feel this way towards a person. Whatever you feel towards an individual, you need to make it clear. You have to say up front. There's some bullshit saying that you gotta flirt around and just be like, you wanna do some things, and they're just like, I wanna do some things, but I have emotional attachment as well, and you're just like, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. You need to make that shit clear, otherwise that person's gonna call you an asshole later, when in reality you didn't make it clear. I think that's what we need right now, especially in this kind of society, day and age kind of shit, especially when everybody is finding it normal to do that. Back to the whole single thing, again, yeah, I'm single and I'm okay with it. I think right now I'm supposed to be. I don't know what it is that I want, but that's the thing, nobody really knows what they want either. People feel like being single is a safe thing, but it could be something inside of you that you feel self-conscious about that you just don't want to reveal yet, in hopes to fix it yourself, because I have a lot of issues and I can't let anybody know about that yet. For example, wow, I'm gonna say it. For example, the issues that I have is I'm kind of manipulative and I'm very guilt-trippy kind of person. That's not good and I hate that about myself. But with me, I'm a kind of person who is overzealous. Is that a word? I'm always gonna get jealous over stupid things. I'm gonna take things out of consideration or take things too far or assume things too quickly. And that was the problem that I had in the 6-year relationship as well as the other ones I had. You have to admit, even if you think you're like the most perfect partner ever, you need to know sometimes in relationships, you could be the asshole. You could be a total dick and not even know about it. I dated this brown guy, right? And then when we dated, I was concerned because I was like, wait a minute, are you okay dating an Asian girl? And he's like, I don't know if I'm okay dating an Asian girl. He had to get some verification, right? Verification? No, whatever. He just needed some more push as to why he should date an Asian girl. I was an asshole in the relationship. I lied, I hurt his feelings, I did things that I'm not proud of, I said some things I'm not proud of, and there were some times where I'm just like, why am I so fucking emotional? And then I realized I just recently broke up with somebody that I dated for 6 years, and I was just continuing on my personality trait that I had in that relationship into this friend say, yeah, do it, the fuck, what if she tries to learn, your language and tries to learn your meals in the future? Like, you don't have to think that ahead, you just gotta think, you know, now what? He's like, who cares? So he's like, alright, fine, I'll date her. And then he dated me. Told me that, no, you are being crazy and a psychopath. But he didn't say that. When he broke up with me, he said instead, I'm breaking up with you because you're not brown. And that made me go fucking crazy, because what the fuck? And two, what the fuck? It was not what you should hear because of your race. That's the reason why they broke up with you. Secondly, that's just not cool. Like, don't do that. What the fuck, man? And I don't think he realizes this, but when I brought it up to him again, he actually didn't remember that he said that to me. That made me want to kill him even more. But what he should have said was that the reason why he broke up with me was because I'm manipulative and all that shit, or whatever, I tend to guilt trip or whatever. If he told me the legit reasons as to why, then it would have brought to me my attention that I'm a fucking asshole. And it's good to hear the truth, even though there are people out there that say, I don't want to know the truth, I want to hear lies when you break up with me. Just say it's not you, it's me, please. Don't, who cares? In the end, you need to learn about the truth about how you were in that relationship. It's like the fucking report card or the evaluation that you were in. If you are dating someone and they say that there are some issues in the relationship that you've been contributing, unfortunately, you would say, okay, then what it is that you want me to do? What do you want to fix? You can feel a total offense saying that you were the perfect person, but in reality, you're not. Nobody's perfect. Everyone's an asshole. Whether you like it or not, you're a total asshole, and you gotta accept that fact about yourself. Relationship, single or not. So basically, that's why I'm single, and yeah, that's just it's just a run through to say that being single is okay, and that you really need that time alone to figure out who it is that you are and who you want to be, and that hopefully in time, when you really do discover that moment, you'll find that person who also agrees with that. And yeah, you know. But also, if there was any questions on like, oh, is it because of that last relationship that fucked you up? No, it's just that if you feel like there's a relationship that's preventing you from going into a new one, like you had a bad breakup and shit, don't let that stop you from having a great experience with anybody else, because you never know. It'll be even 10 times better than next time. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week or something. I don't know when I'm gonna fucking upload again. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!